Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you the daily vlog on this windy Monday, April the 19th. Now, a little bit slow getting out here because I stayed up till about 4 in the morning last night. Couple reasons that I stayed up late. Number one, I ended up playing Disgaea RPG, which is a mobile game. I played that a lot yesterday. Played a little bit of that with Beth. Made some really good progress. But also, I ended up staying up till about 2 o'clock in the morning on my Switch. And for about the last hour or so, we ended up browsing the catalog and checking out some of the game. Now, as you guys know, last night, Vince and I did Streets of Rage 4, and pretty much nobody showed up for it. Guys, you have to remember, you need to open your mind. I'm not going to stop doing things unless you guys donate. If you guys want to show me some love, I will actually do what you guys want me to do. Until then, you're going to get whatever content I feel like putting out, which is not Injustice and it's not Mortal Kombat. There's still going to be some Marvel Contest of Champions, however, for the next week and a half until the Silver Centurion comes out to Arena, unless it's a 5-star character I really want. Like, I kind of regret not getting Luke Cage when he was in the arena last time. If it's a champion on that caliber, and it could even be somebody like Blade, somebody like Gwenpool, I would go after them in arena, but I'm tired of seeing all these buff champions getting put in arena, most of which I don't care about. I don't care about Howard the Duck. I don't care about Nova. I don't care about the Hood. I don't care about Massacre. Most of these champions I already have, so if I already have them, I'm damn sure not going to go and awaken them unless it's a Red Magneto or a Colossus, somebody that actually has value. That'll probably still go for about 30 million. Now, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be in the arena next week. I'm kind of annoyed that Truco stopped posting about arena, which means that maybe Truco's is starting to get a little bored with the game, or is just clickbaiting views because of all the targets and doesn't want people to get distracted. Well, arena is a part of the game. Arena is a great source for units. It's a great source for gold. It's a great source for ISO, and it's probably one of the best sources for ISO and rank up materials outside of Alliance Quest and Alliance War. Because let's face it, the event quests are so kind of boring, like Prof Hoff mentioned. And yeah, I don't really enjoy running events, especially on 3 characters. On 1 character, it's not that bad, but when you're running multiple accounts, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Also, I'd like to congratulate my Alliance for getting 100% in all 3 maps. Every group was in Section 3 before I went to bed. A lot of people were saying that it's a lot easier to progress. Now, obviously, there's a couple things that we still kind of need to work on. However, Dominic was finishing full pass. Dashi went to bed early. Not really his fault because he ended up waking up in time for Section 2, and I was able to get it done. Usually, I stay up till about 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't have a reason to be up at 8, 9 in the morning because there's nothing going on. It's not warm enough to where I could set up and stream outside by 11 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I eventually do want to get an earlier start, but usually after the Vince and Shono Show, I hang out for about an hour or 2 before I actually go to sleep. Also, I had to render the daily vlog last night after the Vince and Shono Show, and that did put me way behind. For those of you guys that did not see last night's daily vlog, we went into 9 and Matt Kroger, which is set to close tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, just to see how empty and bare it was. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. I did make a vlog on my main channel last year about the Target and 15 and Van Dyke closing, and that's kind of what I do. It's probably better to go at an earlier time rather than a kind of peak time at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a weekend. Fuck you, Olive Garden. It was explained by Nick that a lot of Italians eat out on Sundays and they feel that the 2-hour wait was because of that. We tried to place an order for 5 o'clock at around 4 o'clock, and they said the earliest order would be at about 6:30, 6:45. So let that be a lesson. The next time that we actually try to go to Olive Garden, don't make an order on the fly. We had to go to IHOP, and I was a little bit pissed off because not only did I not get my maple bacon milkshake, they didn't have $5 happy hour. I don't know if it's a weekday thing and you can't do that on Sundays, but I could have sworn the last time that I ordered there, they allowed it. I really like the $5 appetizers. Getting 8 mozzarella sticks for $5 is a lot more reasonable than $8, which is a ridiculous price when you just buy a box of Farm Rich mozzarella sticks and pay $6.49 for them roughly. This is why I don't like eating out, even though my mom tries to get me to go out all the time. Beth goes out all the time. John goes out all the time, because none of these 3 like to cook. Let's face it, eating out is expensive. Unless you go to Gilbert's on Monday and get like 4 meals worth of food, it is not worth going out for. I'm sorry, but if you're paying $10 for a meal outside, that is a ripoff and way too expensive. There is no reason you should be paying $15 to $20 for a meal. That is called you're too fucking lazy, learn how to cook. Because I can guarantee you most meals cooked at home are less than $5. Even if you buy a 2-pound pack of hamburger for $10, you could probably make a good 4 to 8 burgers out of that, meaning that it's not as expensive as going for a 2 for $5 Whopper menu or even a 2 for $6 Whopper menu. That shit gets expensive really quick. Then you add in the fries and a drink, you spend $10 on a meal that you could get a lot cheaper if you just fucking cook it at home. This is why I don't like eating out very much. It's expensive. I don't mind cooking at home, and I don't mind occasionally eating for a deal. And I was just never a big fan of eating out because it costs so much money. Yes, it's a convenience, but at the same time, is it really a convenience if you're paying $10 for it? I don't think so. Now, as far as this week goes, as I was talking about this week, we are going to be doing Diablo 3 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday during the Vince and Shono Show. Thursday is going to be Bravely Default 2. Yes, a Nintendo Switch stream. As I said, Monday through Thursday is my choice of games. That is what we're going to be doing. Friday and Saturday are still Vince's choice. And I think this weekend he talked about doing Dragon Mark for Death on Switch Sundays. Eventually we're going to do a Smash Night. When we do, we'll make it planned out. I know a lot of people like the Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch. There is a big performance difference between Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch and Mortal Kombat 11 on PC. While the gameplay is probably a good 45 to 55 FPS, it is definitely not 60 on the Switch. They tried to optimize the game. It ain't Dragon Ball FighterZ. You do have to downgrade the resolution significantly. And that's how you can get a lot of things to work on more legacy devices, is you either lower the resolution or lower the graphics quality. For example, playing World of Warcraft on a Surface Pro 7, you could probably hit 60 FPS all day long if you have it on graphics setting 1. But if you have it on graphics setting 3 or 5, you're lucky to break 40 FPS. And that is where it is definitely more important to just get that 60 FPS frame rate. And that's why the Switch version is probably not the best version to play Mortal Kombat, but it is the one that most people can participate in. Now, as far as Disgaea RPG goes, I've really been enjoying that game, and I did have a couple of new viewers checking that game out. So I might try to stream it again for a few hours today, and then when Nappa and Nos get on, I think Nappa said he'd be on around 5, I'd probably switch to World of Warcraft. I might hop onto WoW while the daily vlog is rendering and get some world quests out of the way, because I'm in an anima grind. I really want to get that anima so I can actually level up all of my gear to 197. And then I only have to worry about jewelry as well as weapons, which I did get an eye level 187 two-handed mace last night from a world quest because I brought my Surface Pro 7 to Beth's house. This is why it's nice to always have technology with you, because you never know when you're going to need it. But that's going to be it for today's daily vlog. Thank you all for watching, sitting out here in the backyard with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow for yet another daily vlog.